Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson, what the hell? What the hell is going on? Now, I said I was going to hold off on my opinion until I read your position, because you definitely deserve, if anybody deserves for anyone to reserve their opinion until, you hear their side out, it's you, man. But what the hell are you doing, man? Cut the shenanigans, sign the paperwork, and fight TJ. This is crazy. I read your position. You feel like you're being bullied? The UFC is bullying you into taking a fight? You're their 125-pound champion. You fight who they ask you to fight. It's not like they're asking you to go up and fight Stipe. It's not like they're asking you to fight Daniel Cormier in the Coliseum because John Jones dropped out. They're asking you to fight a man who's willing to make 125. Why are you hesitating? Dana already came out and said you were going to get pay-per-view points for this, which you weren't going to get with Ray Borg. Demetrious, let's keep it real. I was going to watch that fight. I enjoy watching you fight. Not many other people were going to watch that fight, Demetrious. No one cares. I shouldn't say no one. Most people do not care about you versus Ray Borg. They don't care. It's not. Listen, you have a great story going for yourself. You're going to break the title defense record. But what good does it do when it falls on deaf ears and no one cares? It doesn't really do anything for you as a fighter besides put your name on a list. They were doing you, the UFC is doing you a favor by giving you TJ, because not only are you going to get pay-per-view points for this fight, they can build up a story to you breaking this record. Man, imagine the build-up. They're going to celebrate you all the way through. Cut to, now he's facing his toughest opponent. Former bantamweight champion. The hell, you want this man to go and fight and go smash one of these other 125ers for what? For what? So you can set the record against Ray Borg or Sergio Pettis? No disrespect to either of them two, but Ray Borg has missed weight twice, and he's on a 2-fight winning streak. People aren't asking for that fight. People aren't asking for Sergio. Sergio has a cool style. He's come out 3 straight decision wins in this 3-fight win streak. No one's looking for that. You know what they are looking for, DJ? A matchup between you and TJ. That's why the whole goddamn MMA community got excited when they saw that fight announced. Everybody was hyped up for it. You're not being bullied. That's another thing. What's with this whole getting bullied into a fight? The reason why we love the UFC as fans, this is the fight the fans want to see. So the fans are really the market that dictate everything. The reason we like the UFC, or one of the reasons we like the UFC, is the whole you have to fight whoever. Because in boxing, that's where things went astray for a few years. They're getting it back this year, and we're seeing it in the numbers. But that's a whole nother story. But what's great and cool about the UFC is there's no ducking anyone. That's why you can see fighters go out there with a 16-4, 16-5 record and still be considered a top contender, if not a champion, if not one of the greatest ever. Because in this lovely sport and great sport, it's not caught up on the wins and losses so much. Because you have to fight whoever. It's the way it's always been. You trying to change that is ultimately hurting the model. It's hurting the fans, DJ. I love watching you fight. I don't think you're scared. I saw you give Dominic Cruz all he can handle for all 5 rounds. I saw you do that. I saw you give Miguel Torres all he can handle. I saw you go against Ian McCall twice. Dotson twice. Your most dangerous opponent, I think. Joseph Benavidez. Who beats Joseph Benavidez? You did. Multiple times. I saw you do that. So cut the shit, man. Cut the shit. This is what the business is. This is what the fans want to see. This isn't the Ultimate Sympathy Championship. What do you mean you're not being marketed correctly? Dude, your numbers are low for every event. This is their business. You think they just want to take losses on fighters? You think they want to do this on purpose? Listen, if you came along and were able to generate money for them, it is what it is. That's what they want. That's what they're looking for. Somebody to give them some money. They gave you a show. Of course they're trying to market you. Every time you came out, they called you the pound for pound best, even while John Jones was still around. What the hell? You know how else they tried to market you, DJ? By giving you TJ Dillashaw on your record-breaking match to drive some interest towards you breaking that record. You mentioned that you wanted to fight Cody. DJ, you weren't going to fight Cody. Cody hadn't even had a title defense yet in his division. How could they line that up for a super fight? And the man's a first-time champion with no title defenses. He had unfinished business. With who? With TJ Dillashaw. There's already a built-in story to that. Of course they weren't going to go with you and Cody, and that wasn't any disrespect to you. That was the obvious pick. He's the rightful number one contender in the bantamweight division. After him, they have Dominic Cruz and they have Jimmy Rivera. He has work to do in that division. They say, oh, well, what if Cody wins the 125 division? They'll cross that bridge when they get there. Them as a company has decided to move forward with that. Who cares about that? Let UFC sort that out while they continue to give us the best matchups possible. It's crazy. It's crazy. And by the way, on the Cody fight, you know how you would have landed the Cody fight if you really wanted Cody that bad? Because he's out on injury now. He's not going to be fighting anytime soon. That's the reason why they're willing to make this fight. Because who knows when he's coming back. He has a bad back. And we saw how that went for Kane. These injuries are not to be taken lightly. Who knows how long Cody's going to be out for? But you know how you get the Cody fight? You beat TJ Dillashaw in this record-breaking title defense. You beat the number one bantamweight contender. You break that record. You get the pay-per-view points from this fight that you say you wanted, because you weren't going to get it for Ray Borg. You get your points, you get your money for this fight. Now you go back. Now you have the leverage. Give me pay-per-view points from here on out. I'm a solidified name with this record. And I want Cody now. Guess what the fight to make is? After you beat TJ. You guessed it. Cody. With no title defenses. You got another big, now you have your super fight with pay-per-view points. Now they'll be willing to overlook the fact that he hasn't defended in his own division because he's been out for a while. He would have been out for a while, and you eliminated his number one contender. Then Dominic and Jimmy can settle things out. This isn't rocket science. This is the way MMA's been. Who's giving you advice? Who's telling you to do this? This is terrible marketing on your part, DJ. You're saying the UFC doesn't market you? Man, who's telling you to do this? This is insane. You think this is gaining you any fans? By not fighting a legit competitor who's willing to come into your weight class? You think this is doing you any favors? I get it, man. I too wish that you can make the most money possible, but this is how you're going to do it. This is how you're going to do it, DJ. No, I don't think you're scared, but God, what the hell, man? Take this fight. Let's get it on. Let's give the fans what they want to see. Quit the shenanigans. I hope this trend doesn't continue to spread, although it kind of already is. You got GDR 145 talking about she'd rather drop the belt than defend against Cyborg. Come on, man. I'm out.